Hello everybody, I'd like to welcome you back to my channel. I have just been sitting out here this morning and I was thinking about the weather and I thought I'd share it, and I would love it if you give me some comments to give me your thoughts on it. But some of you may know I've only been gardening seriously for about 4 years, and it's a learning process for me. The first year was just okay. The second year was pretty good. Then last year was just okay. But I moved and now it's like starting all over again because my garden at the other house had quite a bit of shade, and this garden is in full sun. And this is another thing. Excuse me, these bugs are after me. But this full sun is just something new for me. I did put a shade cloth, as I shown you, over the one bed, and the things in there are doing pretty good, so it looks like I'm going to have to do a lot more shade cloth. But I am really wondering, everybody that I look at is saying how different the weather is, that late frost that we got, and I was just wondering, is it time for us to look at some different ways of growing? What you are thinking about it, and please leave me a comment and let me know. I'm going to show you a few little things in the garden, and I'm going to show you I have been growing some sprouts in the basement, and I have some radish sprouts going, and they look great, and I'll show them to you when I go in. Look at these cracks in the ground. That's how dry the soil is here now. This is another one. Soil is like bricks. We had rain a couple of weeks ago, and a real hard rain, so I did get this cleaned out. Things are starting to grow back. Hopefully we'll get some rain tomorrow, they predict, and I want to work on this area a little more because the ground is so hard. Those things are like rocks, and it's hard for me to break them up. So rather than just water them, I was waiting on the rain. This is romaine lettuce, and it did very well. I put a little eggplant down there, and it's turning. I'm hoping that's just the shock from transplant, but I'll see. Hopefully it'll pick up soon. And I'm still leaving that spinach in there, trying to collect the seeds off of it. The squash has some of that powdery mildew, and I think I'm going to try washing them with milk today and see if that helps. Oh, look at these cucumber leaves. They are getting so large. Oh my goodness. These are my potatoes. The potatoes seem to like this heat. The peas done well. They look like these here just jumped up overnight. I have to come out and pick them today. Now these tomato plants over here are doing pretty good. These are melons, and the leaves on them, they're looking pretty good, but the leaves seem like they're getting a little light for me. Maybe I'm going to try to put a little fertilizer on them and see how they do. And my goodness, these sweet potatoes, they are looking so much better since I put this tarp up to shade them. They are turning green, they're growing. Even these have gotten a little larger. With all the problems, I hope I get some sweet potatoes. There's Mr. Frog. He just scared me. Reached down to open it up, and there he is jumping around. Why you scare me like that, Mr. Frog? Glad to see you over here, though. Eat some of these bugs up. As you can see in the shade, the bed, I have the shade cloth on. Everything is looking pretty good. This is my kale. I have collards down there, and the Swiss chard, I harvest quite a bit of it yesterday, but it's that I left is still looking good. And the sorrel. Also, this lettuce that I put down here, it's doing good. So that's why I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do a lot more shading, because everything in here is doing pretty well. Now, some of the tomato plants are doing okay and some aren't. This here one is doing pretty good, and this one. But I have a couple over there that's not doing very well. I don't know whether it's the sun, whether the pot's not draining well. I don't know. Now, I have been putting well water on everything, and I was told that it was okay to use the well water because I had kind of ran out of my rainwater. But now, last night, or yesterday, I watered these two plants with rainwater, and they are looking a little better to me today. So I'm wondering, can that be the problem? These are my radish sprouts that I am growing in the house, and this is what's left of the broccoli. I showed you this the other day, but I have been just cutting it up, putting it on whatever I'm eating, sandwiches or whatever, soups, anything. I just cut a few and put them in there. And this broccoli is looking pretty good. I think I'm going to dive in it today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please come again. This is Lady P. Peace and love. I'm out.